Hello Pisces, thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your Zodiac Tarot forecast for the week ahead, or whenever you clicked on the title at the time that it intrigued you. We go live now every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to pull free cards for you if you would like to join us then. Just hit the subscribe if you haven't and the wiggly bell for notification when we go live or we're uploading videos. We're going to start with the Shaman Oracle deck message from your guides, guardians, angels, and ancestors. And the very first one that came up was the Rainmaker. There was 3 cards that actually came up. The Rainmaker, the Seer, and the Eagle. Very interesting cards. This Rainmaker calls you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. And this is what I feel you have been doing, Pisces. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds have been silently germinating in your heart. They're going to burst forth, ready for the sunlight. So don't hold back. Put all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. For many of you, you've already done this. Quantum jumping. We have some very strange energies. We've been talking for many weeks about shifts that we've been going through and that there was another one coming. I think that came with the eclipse. People are strongly feeling that shift now. I look at some of the tarot readers online talking whenever I go to the Pisces one. None of them seem to resonate with this shift that's taking place. More focused on the love aspects. And of course, love is always an aspect in any reading. But none of them have resonated for me. So I hoped by doing this would bring up what is going on with these energies. What is it we're going through right now? The next one was the Seer. So through the rainmaking, through the creation process, the Seer is a Pisces card to me. It depicts the Hanged Man, seeing things from different perspectives, hidden realms where information is available to those who can discern and perceive it. It represents this psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The Seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it is, truly is without judgment. This is about trusting your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen, to include the nuances and subtle clues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The Seer has gifted you with his magic, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Your vision is about to become very clear, Pisces. When we were talking about the next shift that was coming, and I felt like it was a big one, this was just prior to the anarchy and the unrest that's going on, the riots, the killings, the Black Lives Matters, where most of us agree all lives matter. And it's sad to see this. Not surprising, but just the same. This seems to be spreading like a pandemic. We felt the shift of the pandemic. Now we're seeing the results of that with this anarchy. It's sad to see it happen. It truly is. The upheavals in families, the upheavals in relationships. But I feel, Pisces, that you are in position to see more than just clearly, but to see it from a higher perspective. This is like the bird's eye view of what's going on in your personal life, in world matters, in society. The eagle is able to see past the boundaries of where she usually hunts. It speaks to me of expansion. It reminds me that we were born to soar to the heavens. So as you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop sheltered from life, counting the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? Accept the invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. Honestly, guys, I do have to. I usually do not state. Everyone must think for themselves, choose for themselves. And we are on the precipice of change. And it seems humanity needs to be pushed to that brink before change happens. It's sad but true. The cards I have laid out here for you, Pisces, right at the heart of the reading, there is sadness and regret, but trusting that there's a reason for everything that happens. Removing yourself from these negative emotions of others. Focusing on what is important. The top row, we see you walking away very quickly, possibly from an old work situation. Some of you have decided to go a different route when it comes to work, to follow your passion, being the best at what you do, and you will be successful at it. You're walking away from things that aren't meaningful, desiring something more meaningful. So, I mean, this is walking away. This is literally rushing towards this success of being you, being your authentic self. In the mid row, we have this regret. Perhaps some of you walked away from something that you later regretted, but you're planning your next steps. It could be a person that you walked away from is planning their next steps to come towards you. There's going to be some unexpected support for you, for your cause. You're going to be in a position of leadership. Perhaps there is a financial windfall coming towards you. But I think the conclusion of that is being honorable, to be mature, warm. It could be that you are being gently, not persuasive, but gently standing your ground. Saying, I understand how you feel, but I have to do this way in order to preserve something in my life. Reaching out to others. There are some people around you, Pisces, that need help. Emotional help, spiritual help, financial help. And seem to be turning to you for that help. Someone does love you and may get involved in your endeavors. You're taking a leap of faith in a different direction where finances are concerned. Doing something differently. Or doing something completely, something that completely changes everything. Now you're trying to juggle this change that you want so badly to evolve, but at the same time, it's almost like you're trying to balance, keeping the peace. Eight of Summer. Some of you are walking away just to be single or just to be alone, just to gather your thoughts and to work on your own. And for some of you, you're walking away from some type of employment to follow your path, to follow your desire, your dreams. And it's lucrative for you. There may be a little bit of juggling here because of everything happening quickly, but there is success. We have the Star card. So this it's almost like right in the nick of time that money comes in, that person comes in. Your star is rising. Four of Air is spiritual healing. So whatever regrets you had or have, you're working through them. Why? Because you want something more meaningful. You're planning your next steps. You're looking to the long term. Having patience. Could be for some of you working at a relationship. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio I see here. Cancer as well. The Tower. Some people are not going to like the choices you're making. This could be about achieving some kind of balance in your personal life, your maybe even in your health. A Tower moment taking place. Good heavens. You need to make a decision that is honorable. You may be struggling between the logic and the emotional, but in the long run, you know you have to do what is right. And that could be the Tower moment, this decision that you're making. And here's a Libra energy. Justice. So these money issues, if it's about money issues, they're about to balance. If this is about being left out in the cold by another or feeling rejected, this is about karma. That instant, what we talked about over the weeks, how this year was going to show instant karma. Instant. Now, paying karmic debts is one thing. The balance always comes back to, that's the pendulum effect, to karmic rewards. What we are trying to achieve, and what I think you are trying to achieve here, is that balance, not that constant swing back and forth. And the realization that to slow down this radical swing back and forth in finding this balance is sometimes to just not react at all. Gosh, after that spiel at the beginning of this reading, Pisces, about the state of the world, it seems only right that I pull up some more cards because, and I will pull up the romance cards to see what's going on in love for you. I think a lot of Pisces people are going through transition. The Devil. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Preparing. You're preparing to deal with a problem and make a judgment call. This is going to involve quite a bit of communication, but you're going to nip things in the bud in order to preserve that contentment or peace in the home. Oh my goodness. This all sounds to me so political. Temperance. Finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Working on what matters. Working on what is important. Family. Home. Radical change is taking place. End of a cycle. Going in a different direction. You're moving towards this peaceful resolution. Pisces, you're making big changes. Big shift. Some may not understand it, but I think deep down in your heart, you know you have to do what you have to do in order to preserve peace in that home. And never mind what the government's doing. I watched the saddest video of this girl crying on YouTube, saying how much she hated her family because of a political stand of racism. What is racism? And one person's idea of race and racism is so radically different than another person's idea of racism. But neither are meeting in the middle. It's biblical proportions of son against father and daughter against mother, family divisions. Now, it's not that families haven't been divided over the years. They certainly have. But now we're being incited to hate. And guys, I'm probably going to lose subscribers over this just for stating it. But I do not support Black Lives Matter. I support all lives. Stay optimistic about your love life. I knew it. Pisces. It's like your love life has become stagnant because of certain things on your path that you're on that are being taken care of. But stay positive. Stay positive. Faith will bring you romance and the person that matches you. And as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, forgiving and learning. For many of you, this area of love seems stagnant because of a certain point you have come on your path, your course, that you feel the need to take care of. And you're doing it. Let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally. We just spoke about that a few minutes ago. But sometimes that balance, to keep the pendulum swinging, to slow down that swing, to find that balance, is to let go of control issues. Allow things to unfold. You deserve love. You're lovable. Stay optimistic, Pisces. Let's see, is there anything coming towards Pisces in love? New love, reconciliation, for both singles and couples. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I would say that's for couples. And it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. To me, this is of higher self. Love of self, higher self. Be good to yourself, Pisces. Pisces people tend to feel everything that's going on in the world, sometimes without really even understanding why they're feeling the way they feel. But pay attention to the red flags within yourself. They're cautioning you to stay true, to stay honest, to stay within your integrity. A very strange reading indeed. I hope that helped, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. God bless you. Hope to join us on those live shows where we pull free cards for your personal tastes. Or not tastes, but what's going on. Bye for now.